It looks like another one bites the dust, boys. Over the past couple of years, we have seen a lot of YouTubers get exposed for this exact type of situation, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure this is a trend for a reason. Girls are seeing other girls coming out for this, and it's becoming a big deal, which is causing more people to want to come out about it. Whether they're telling the truth or not, we're not entirely sure, but I think people are just seeing it being a big deal, which is causing more people to want to come out about this kind of stuff. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of indifferent about this situation. For one, I can see why people are kind of upset, and at the same time, I can see why people aren't upset about this situation. I'm not even gonna lie, boys, I had no idea who this YouTuber was until I heard about this. I actually had a subscriber come to me and tell me that I should talk about this in a video, and then I went to Twitter and saw that it was actually trending on Twitter. But this YouTuber goes by the name of 2Mad, and like I said, I don't really know anything about 2Mad, at least I didn't before I heard about this situation, but from what I could tell, he's kind of known for being like an edgy YouTuber, especially outside of his videos on Twitter and other apps like that. Which, if you boys have been watching me for a long time, you know that we know all about being edgy, especially on Twitter. But unfortunately, these days, if you want to be edgy, there is a fine line that you have to walk. You can't just go all out Leafy on the internet anymore. I mean, not even Leafy could do that, clearly, because he gets banned on every platform he tries to go on. Believe me, if this was still 2015, my videos would probably have a slightly different tone to them as well, but unfortunately, we just aren't in those days anymore. So this whole situation started just a couple of days ago. I don't know exactly what prompted this guy to tweet at 2Mad and say this, but someone tweeted at 2Mad and said, "You post like a million times on Twitter, bruh. Please log off and take some sort of break. You look like a no-life right now." And 2Mad responded with a picture of this girl and said, "I have a girlfriend, bro, look." And at first glance, this post doesn't really seem like that much of a big deal, but apparently this girl is a 16-year-old transgender British girl that was murdered just recently. This right here says, on the 11th of February 2023, a 16-year-old British transgender girl from Birchwood in Warrington, England was killed. Two accused teenagers, a boy and a girl, both age 15, are in police custody, have been charged with murder 4 days after the incident. A motive has not been established, and police are investigating all lines of inquiry, including investigating the killing as a possible hate crime. Now, this right here is just some straight up weird ass shit. Why the hell would you have a picture of a random 16-year-old girl in your computer? You could try to argue and say you just searched it up for the sake of the argument on Twitter, but that right there is weird too. Any type of reverse search you try to do on this image brings up this girl and her story. So I really can't think of any reasonable way that this picture ended up on bro's computer. And this was the first picture that he went to for a Twitter argument, even if it was a joke. And obviously, I'm okay with dark humor. I think dark humor is pretty funny actually, but the issue with dark humor is it actually has to be funny, and there was nothing funny about what 2Mad did or said at all. And I think maybe that is what he was trying to do. If you look at the way he said it in the tweet, obviously you can't tell someone's tone through Twitter, but it seems like maybe he was trying to say, look, I do have a girlfriend, haha, she's dead. But that's kind of the issue, is it's not funny if the girl is actually fucking dead. It's not funny if you show a picture of a 16-year-old that actually just got murdered like 4 months ago. There's nothing funny about any of this. So obviously, after he tweeted out the picture of the dead girl, a bunch of people started getting on his ass on Twitter, and this is what he had to say. First, he said, "I was like, why the fuck are y'all mad at my girlfriend? You guys are incel level 9,000, something bizarre is happening, and then boom, she died. What the fuck? I have sympathy for the trans community IRL." So clearly at this point, bro is trying to play this off as a joke and just not really trying to take the situation very serious. Which on Twitter, I kind of get, you're not trying to take shit serious, but this is when things go from 0 to 100. Cause bro says, "How the fuck I'ma get canceled for see photo of girl I think sexy cause leisurely scrolling on couch Twitter, save because sexy, no idea of death context, someone calls me no life so I respawn with here's my girlfriend, I find out she died, get canceled even though I didn't know." And then just a couple minutes after that he says, "Oh, I didn't know she died, I just thought she was hot." So at this point, bro is trying to continue a joke that only he thinks is funny, and he is digging his own grave deeper and deeper because at this point, everybody is like, what the fuck, bro? And from here, shit just kind of started to get wild. I'm not going to read out every single tweet that 2Mad said after this, but he just didn't fucking stop. It was at least one tweet every 5 minutes, back to back to back. I'm just gonna put them up on the screen. You guys can stop and read them if you want, or even go back to his Twitter. I don't think any of them are deleted, but bro was just fucking going off. And not in a good way. While all this is going on, while 2Mad is frantically trying to backpedal on his terrible joke, some girl actually came out on Twitter and accused 2Mad of assaulting her a few months ago. So these are her tweets. She says, 2Mad is psychotic. What he said about the trans girl is genuinely how he is IRL. He's way worse IRL. Most psychopathic person I've ever fucking known. If you're reading this, Moody, this isn't an excuse to try talking to me again. I'm completely serious about involving the police. Then she says, at this point, I don't fucking care about censoring his name or hiding. What he did, he stalked me for 7 months after I blocked him for his shitty behavior. And obviously, it does seem kind of sketchy to come out right now, right when he's having a huge controversy on Twitter. So I'm sure people were calling her out and saying that she's probably lying. So then she starts to post some proof. And the first piece of proof that we have is pretty damning. It seems to be a video of him driving in his car, basically admitting to what he did to her. Here is that video.
I am literally driving, but I'm literally in Oregon, fucking Washington, Oregon. Dab. Okay. So apology. All right. So I can't take the damage away that I've done, but I'll try my best. Okay. Okay. I at least want to take responsibility for what the fuck I did. Like the way I treated you and like viewed you. This is not like okay. Like I pushed past your fucking boundaries just for like my own fucking self-serving reasons. I made like sexual advances you weren't comfortable with, you know what I mean? And I truly do like regret all of that like so much. I never wanted you to like fear for your safety or anything, but like I understand it's like how you felt, and I'm like, so I'm like sorry, as best I can say it, as if that wasn't enough, I acted like super obsessive after you, I realized you left, and I'm going to therapy, genuinely, I'm going to therapy, I'm working fucking, that shit is tough, but I'm going to it, to like fix whatever the fuck parts of my brain or just like let me act that way. And I'm like, I'm 1,000% sure I'll never do it to anyone else, but fucking sorry for making you.
So that is allegedly a video of him admitting to everything. I have to say allegedly just in case there is a chance this isn't real, but I would say that that's pretty damning. That definitely looks like him and it sounds like him, and he's clearly admitting to doing something to the girl. He doesn't say specifically what it is, but he's definitely admitting to doing something that she doesn't like very much. And I don't know what's wrong with bro. I don't know why he's talking like that, but it genuinely seems like the way he acts in his videos and the way he acts on Twitter is the way he acts in real life. Honestly, boys, I think this is the issue with a lot of these big YouTubers that keep getting exposed for doing things like this. They blow up at such a young age that they don't get a chance to actually experience life, learn real life skills. They're forever fucking 16, 17 in their mind, the same age they were when they blew up and fucking dropped out of high school. They never actually grew up mentally. They just sat in their room for the past past 5 fucking years making YouTube videos. And the only females that they got to talk to were their 15-year-old fans. Now they're all getting exposed for being fucking freaks. So then she tweets out this. She says, spam from 2Mad after I blocked him for SAing me. He made 6 burner numbers after this to also spam me on, as well as Instagram accounts and a Twitter account. If you want proof, I have all of it. Just ask. You can see him send texts actively at the end of this clip. And if I play the clip, you can clearly see bro is just absolutely fucking spamming her. This is some actual down bad shit. Like all of the stuff we've talked about in the down bad videos, this is what we fucking talked about. This is the type of shit that you never do because it makes you look like a crazy fucking weirdo. I mean, there's probably 100 to 200 messages and she didn't respond once. Bro is literally talking to a wall. He is having a conversation with himself. This is one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen, and now you can kind of see why 2Mad has been acting all crazy on Twitter. He's probably extremely embarrassed because he looks like one of the biggest simps we have ever seen in YouTube history right now. And somehow things manage to keep getting worse for 2Mad. So she has another tweet. She says, actually, you spent $4 on chicken nuggets from McDonald's and I offered to pay you back, but nice try. Peep the third picture, his response. I didn't want you to buy me things because I knew you would use it as leverage. Stop fucking lying, dude. And the DMs read, I'd literally shower you with maid outfit money and moan. Do I love you? Maybe a little. Do I want head from you after cuddles and catharesis? I don't even know what the fuck that says. Do I think you have like huge problems I may have contributed to? Yes, you need therapy and I know rank 1 therapist. Her name is Marissa. She's awesome. Also, I'm good listener, so I'm free. Then these DMs looks like they're from Discord. She says, I mean, I don't know. I can't pinpoint a price on what would make me feel better. I just want it to be heartfelt. Then he says, boy, you already got my heart felt. Man, if you had any idea how high I hold you, I've shifted planets for you in my brain, bruh. Then in this one, she says, I don't like talking about it because I don't want to look like I'm trying to get something out of you. Then he says, how about you get my sperm out of me? So at this point, you can go ahead and just chalk it up for bro. If these messages are real, which it really looks like they are, he's a fucking weirdo. 0 riz, 0 game, 0 play. Bro's a fucking loser. Probably sucks his toes at night. If you ask me, it's kind of obvious that bro is guilty. I mean, just by the way he is acting on Twitter, it seems to me that it is a coping mechanism. He knows that he's in the wrong. He knows that people are probably going to try to cancel him, so he's trying to just make a joke out of the entire situation, and it's not really working out for him. And the crazy thing about it is he is letting this shit fucking tear away at his mind, and you can tell because he hasn't stopped tweeting about it for fucking 3 days. At the time of me recording this audio right now, it is almost 11 o'clock at night on June 26th, so 3 days after all of this shit came out and he's still fucking tweeting about it. I think that's enough to say that he's guilty. If someone comes out false allegations on me, I'm probably not gonna tweet about it for fucking 3 days. I'm gonna get my proof that the shit's not real, get my fucking lawyers, and get ready to go to court. I'm not gonna be tweeting about it for fucking 3 days. And if you go through his tweets, especially his tweets earlier when the situation first kind of happened, it seems like he was kind of admitting to it in some of his tweets, and then around this tweet there would be joking tweets about it. Like right here he says, this looks really bad, but the truth is I'm not that person anymore. It feels like forever ago. I tried reaching out to apologize already, but no response, so I moved on with my life. If you ask me, it sounds like bro just fucking admitted to doing it in this tweet, said he tried to apologize and it didn't work. If you boys want to know my thoughts on this situation, I do think that 2Mad is a fucking freak. If you look at all of the evidence on him, no matter the situation, he was clearly doing shit that fucking weirdos do. But at the same time, I do believe that this girl specifically chose to come out about what happened right now because of all of the attention that 2Mad was getting. If she wanted to get the police involved, she could have gotten them involved months ago when it happened. I do think that there's a reason that it's coming out right now, but at the same time, that doesn't really excuse 2Mad for being a fucking weirdo, being down bad, down horrendous. I think the biggest thing that we can all take away from this situation is stop making fucking weirdos famous. If a bro on YouTube looks like a fucking weirdo, he probably is. If he has the pre-NBA LeBron James hairline, dude might be a weirdo. Maybe you shouldn't subscribe to his channel. I don't know, boys. With all of that being said though, that is where I'm gonna have to end the video. I tried to get this video out for you boys sooner, but unfortunately all of this was happening when I was working a 10-hour shift. So this was the soonest I was able to get the video out, but I absolutely busted this one out for you boys. So drop a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about this situation, what you think about Tumad. Is he wrong? Is he right? Probably not, but let me know down in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you boys did enjoy the video. Thank you so much to my members, Jubear and that archive guy. You two are absolutely insane, man. Thank you to anybody who watches the videos. The channel has been doing good recently, so I really appreciate you boys. And with all that being said, I will see you boys in the next one. Peace.